2017. You've been a really, really good year. A lot of good games came out, metal music thrives, a lot of good movies came out, and of course I'm wearing gloves because it is cold outside, and it's also cold in here. But today is December 31st, 2017, the final day of 2017. And what better way to actually show it off than to show off the other games that I got from September to now. And I was going to do one for September and October, but due to the fact that I got sick in November, like I mentioned before, in one game playthrough, and then I got sick again moments after I recorded that. I think that's called the Bubsy effect. But anyways, I decided to show off the other games that I got from the other third of 2017. So I figured that would actually work. And we'll start off by handheld games. First off, we have Danganronpa V3 for the Vita. Remember how I mentioned on Twitter that I was going to go on a boycott against NIS of America? I was going to make the exception that this would be just birthday money, but at the same time, I couldn't really defend myself in this. So, you know what? The only exception I would ever make to buying an NIS game was Danganronpa V3, so I can actually play it and be done with it. And I like the reverse art of this a lot better than the original art, because the original art looks like that. It's pretty generic when you think about it. And also kind of neat with the chain, but I just thought that this was more better. It just kind of feels like an anime cover in my opinion, so yeah. Also get Danganronpa, that's a good series. I would not highly recommend that enough. Drive Girls! I will admit this game had me very, very curious. As you can read on the back of the box, you could just say that the transforming heroines are ready to roll. Yeah, that's what it says. And apparently this game is essentially a waifu game where you fuck a transformer. I really can't say that enough. It's basically a fighting game. It's made by the same people that did the... I believe they did the Senran Kagura games and also the only fight action game for Hyperdimension Neptunia called Hyperdimension Neptunia U Action Unleashed. So, yeah, this is actually a weird game. Vita's out the way. I know, kind of a weird transition. But we're going to move on to the 3DS. Starting with Mario & Luigi, Superstar Saga, and Bowser's Minions. Honestly, this is actually a really good remaster and a good remake, because it actually comes with new things. And although it comes with like new badges and things like that, like new content for the game, Bowser's Minions is not that great in my opinion. A lot of people, some people might say it is, a lot of people say it isn't, but it's a mixed bag for me. But yeah, for the visuals, it's pretty good. I mean, if you had never played a Mario & Luigi game, you could start with this one and then work your way on to like Partners in Time, all the way over to not Dream Team, but Paper Jam. But who knows, they might just remake Partners in Time and Bowser's Inside Story. I mean, that would be neat. Metroid, Samus's Return, or Samus Returns. This game is not bad, but I wouldn't call it my handheld game of the year. A lot of people that I've seen put this as their game of the year for handhelds, but honestly, it's not that great. It's just essentially a reimagining of, what was it? Samus Returns, or The Return of Samus. And funny enough, the amiibos that they sold for this actually did it wrong and put Metroid 2 Return of Samus. But no, this isn't my handheld game of the year. That's what this is. Monster Hunter Stories. This is a nice change of pace to Monster Hunter. Instead of it being like an action RPG, it is a turn-based RPG where you can actually attack monsters like if it was Tails. And this game is actually surprisingly fun. You can actually find multiple eggs and get multiple monsters. However, is it the best Monster Hunter? No. Not in a million years. I still believe that Monster Hunter Freedom Unite is the best Monster Hunter. Until Monster Hunter World comes out. Until then, I'm still sticking with Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Now this, I gotta show off 3 things for it. First off, Pokemon Ultra Moon and Pokemon Ultra Sun with the dual case. Well, it's called the dual case because if you open it up, it comes with like 2 little slots in here. But yeah, this is what you get if you pre-order the dual case, the Steelbook edition, which comes with the legendaries, both legendaries, the evolved forms of them, on there. And a lot of people are going to ask, why did I buy 2? Like I did last year when I got Sun and Moon, I gave my fiance, well back then girlfriend, now fiance, I gave her Moon and I took Sun because she's my moon and stars and I'm the sun that brightens her life. But yeah, unfortunately we hadn't gotten around to play these yet. So, well, as you can see, she still hasn't taken it out of the package. For one, we're trying to finish up our versions of Sun and Moon so we can move on to it. That's what I'm planning on doing. So, yeah, this is Sun and Moon. Now, a lot of people put this as their handheld game of the year, but I got nothing yet. And that is it for handhelds. Let us move on to console games. The same rule applies to console games. I'm going to do the ones I got the least of to the most of. And unfortunately, there's only 2 consoles that I owned it for. Yeah, 2. And I know I should have said this beforehand, but it's kind of weird doing it like this. But it's kind of better in my opinion. I think I should do it a lot more like this. Then again, it sounds like I'm just doing that multiple times. It's just really weird. But anyways, first game. Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Honestly, this is the biggest surprise that I've ever experienced while playing a video game. Only because of one thing. I didn't expect it to be a strategy game. And also expect it to be good either. But it's a strategy game. It's essentially the combination of those annoying little fuckers known as the Rabbids from Raving Rabbids or Rayman Raving Rabbids, and combine it with the Mario universe. And it's done well. It's done really well. It's actually one of my favorite strategy games, not of all time, but of recent memory. So yeah, if you want to get a good game, and if you have a Switch, and you want to have a good strategy game, then get Mario & Rabbids. And as y'all heard, the heater came on. Like I said, it's cold as fuck. Super Mario Odyssey. This is a better game than Breath of the Wild. I said it. Shut it. But, okay, I'll take back the shut it. You're entitled to your opinion, but this game is a lot better. It didn't sell as well as Breath of the Wild, but it's better than Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild has kind of like that one experience, like, oh yeah, you play, when you first play it, it's fun. But when you later move on from it, you forget about it. I didn't have that with this. This is actually a fun little game. And yeah, from all the scores that it got, it deserved it. And I'm going to mention a little fun little fact. If you bought the physical version of it, if you open up in there, you actually get the lyrics to Jump Up Superstar, which is actually one of my favorite themes from a video game ever. It's just really awesome. So yeah, Mario Odyssey, my Nintendo game of the year. Blank Game, or Pretty Artwork, also known as Xenoblade 2. This, like I mentioned before in the unboxing, this is actually a pretty good slash pretty cool looking steelbook. Now, my complaints with this is the English voice acting. Oh my god, some of it's okay, some of it's good, but the majority of it is just That's all I can say about it, is just But other than that, the gameplay for it's good. But the story is not really as good as the first one, but it's a lot better than Xenoblade X, that's for damn sure. And for the people that actually got past the English voice acting, kudos to you. It's not my thing. I'm going to stick with the Japanese one, thank you. And that's it for the Switch. I only had those 3 games. The only games that are actually worth mentioning. The rest of them are going to be PS4, because as you all know, PS4, in my humble opinion, is a bit better than the Switch, only because of one thing. Exclusives. Yeah, I said it, exclusive. I know the Switch has exclusives, Xbox One, okay, scratch Xbox One. The Switch had exclusives, but the PS4 had more exclusives that weren't first party. Nintendo had Zelda and Mario mostly for the Switch, and Xenoblade, but other than that, it had nothing after that. While you had a lot of games for the PS4, which I will admit, I wish they actually would have done more for the Switch, but I'm sorry, the PS4 is a better console for this year, I'm just saying. But anyways, moving on to the games. First off is Dot Hack. Dot Hack GU last recode. One of my friends actually introduced me to the Dot Hack series, and it's not a bad game. I just need to get around to playing it more. The only reason why I haven't been playing it more is because I've been focused on other games, college, and work. And also family lives, because yeah, it's not really easy to game and do all that at once, but it's a learning experience. But yeah, but if I could say one thing I don't like about this collection in particular, it all shares the same trophy list, which I don't like it when games do that. I mean, Crash Bandicoot did it better because it had 3 games, 3 different trophy lists. This one just has 2. Well, not 2, but 3 trophy, or 4 actually, if you include the 4th game that's in this. But anyways, pretty good RPG, but it's not as good as Persona 5 in my opinion. I mean, I know it's a remaster of the classic, but moving on. Destiny 2. I bought this because a few of my coworkers that I know from work actually have this game. They play it, but now that I bought it, they hadn't played it, which makes me kind of eh. But it's not that bad when you think about it. I mean, there are a lot of things that have been improved. Keep in mind, improved from the first one, but other than that, it's still kind of eh. In some instances, they still hadn't learned from the first one. But to each their own. Injustice 2. I actually bought this when it was on sale for $30 whenever I got a $50 gift card to GameStop. Oh, I know, GameStop's the devil, but if it's a gift card, if it's money, I'll take it. So yeah, Injustice 2 is actually not bad. It's on par with Tekken 7, but I still think that Tekken 7 is a lot better fighting game than this. But yeah. From what I've heard from one of my coworkers / work friend of mine, it kind of irritated him that he bought all the DLC passes just for it to be released next year, the last one. But who's know? I know a lot of people that I know are having fun, so I just need to get around to playing that. Knack 2, Knack 2, baby. That's all I gotta say to that. If people know what I'm talking about. And this is also another surprise. It's a sequel of a really bad game that's good. It essentially pulled an Assassin's Creed. It basically pulls an Ubisoft miracle, actually. Like, take a look at Watch Dogs, take a look at Assassin's Creed, the very first one, not the recent ones. But it got a lot of improvements from the first one. I mean, the story's a bit better, and the combat's better too. But yeah, this game has improved a lot. And for $40, it's not bad. It's really good. I highly recommend people getting Knack 2 for the PS4. Only because it deserves to get... It should have gotten the Game of the Year. Persona 5, eh. Okay, maybe not. It should have got like a Game of the Year for Best Sequel. Middle-earth, Shadow of War. A lot of people are going to hate me for that because I bought the game that is almost based around loot boxes. Now, I'm not saying that it's a bad game, because from what I've seen of it, it's not really that bad of a game. But due to the fact that they deal around extensive amounts of grinding just to complete the final act, and also to rely on loot boxes or that kind of thing, that's a no-go. But I bought this on a Black Friday sale, or Black Friday sale, and I paid like $25 for it. So if you can, let's just do that. There we go. That's better. So it was a steal. It was kind of a good steal for that. But other than that, I still it's one of those games I hadn't really played, only because I need to play the first one and beat it. When I do that, I'll play this. Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash. I was going to say Beach Peach Splash, but I'm sorry, I'm a weeaboo. Go figure. But anyways, I bought this game because it looked fun. It's basically the Splatoon killer, but at the same time, it's stupid if you could think about it that way. But essentially, all you're doing is running around as a woman in a really skimpy bikini, shooting other women in skimpy bikinis to try to take them off. I know some people might like this game, but for those that don't, But this game is not for everyone, in my humble opinion. I have fun with it, but like I said, not for anyone. Or for everybody, actually. South Park, The Fractured Butthole, and it also included the PS4 version of The Stick of Truth. And also, the DLC, the pre-order DLC. I think it's kind of stupid how they're like, oh yeah, you pre-order it, you get the Stick of Truth and this DLC for free. But when you buy it brand new, it comes with it. How does that make sense? It really doesn't make sense. You know, it's kind of like the one thing that South Park make fun of when it came to pre-orders. But yep, that out the way. This is not bad. Like, the story is kind of not as good as the first one, but it's still humorous. The combat, though, is a lot better than the first one, but in one way. But on the other hand, I do kind of miss the Paper Mario-esque gameplay from the first one. But yeah, I still need to play this more just to see how the story ends. Just because why not? The Evil Within 2. Hang on, let me fix that. The Evil Within 2. Yeah, this is actually the reverse art of it. If you actually open it up a bit, this is actually what you get, if you can see that. That's actually what you get when it comes to the art. Or the back of it. But yeah, it's the same thing as I said with Middle-earth Shadow of War. I have not played this, only because I'm doing a Let's Play of the first one. I kind of want to do a Let's Play of this game as soon as it's done. So yeah, you'll get both games blind and you can actually see my impressions of it. But if I can say what I heard about it from a few good friends of mine, the game's an improvement of the first one. But there are some things that I think, let me see, what was the one thing that they complained about? I think some parts of the gameplay was kind of But other than that, it's an improvement over the first one from what I hear. So that's a good thing to look forward to for me. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. Yes, I bought this game, and I know for a fact people love this game. They call it the shooter of 2017. They also call it the best action game of 2017. I wouldn't know because I hadn't touched it. Only because I still need to play the first one. Like I said with Shadow of War and Evil Within 2. I need to play the first one in order to fully play the game. It's kind of the same thing what I do with Yakuza 0 to Kiwami. But yeah, from what I heard about this game, gameplay is way better from what I hear. But the story, from what I hear, some people loved it, some people hated it. Come to think about it, it's like the same thing with the new Star Wars movie. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's a mixed bag. There you go. That's what they think about the story. Only because of a few things, it has a lot of feminism and feministic things in it, discussions. What's the better word for it? Topics. or themes behind it. And also that, oh yeah, the commies were evil and people sued them for saying, oh yeah, commies were evil the whole time even though they're good guys in this game. That makes no sense. And also you got the neo-Nazis saying it's bad to shoot Nazis even though it's a fucking Wolfenstein game. If you never played Wolfenstein before, then you shouldn't really complain. Anyways. But yeah, I really want to play this game just to see how well it is. And I know it's kind of weird that I'm saying that, oh, I bought this game, hadn't played it, need to play the first one. Yeah. That's it. That has been all the games that I bought from this year, or not this year, from September all the way to the end of this year. I'm not including digital games because I bought a shitload of those. But yeah, this has been my, well, pretty much my final video of 2017. But also, I would like to mention that I'm excited for 2018 when it comes to games because there are a lot of games coming out and I really want to own them. So I'm kind of wanting to do the same thing like I'm doing right now, which is having the video like this, and also just get like the first 4 months getting out the way, like to collect the games that I bought all together within those 4 months, and just do a video like this at the end of the month, because it sounds like a good idea. If you think it's a good idea, let me know in the comments below or whatever. Oh hey, I just now noticed I can actually do below like this, and it actually means something instead of looking awkward or making awkward gestures. But yeah, this has been my final game pickup video of 2017. Thank you guys so much for watching this. This has been Let Me Down, trying to keep watching all. So goodbye, farewell, adieu. But most importantly is I will see you in the next part, or the next video that I do of this in the final day of April of 2018. So like I said, hope you guys have a happy new year, and I hope everyone is excited for the games that are coming out next year and the movies and just everything of 2018. I hope you guys enjoy it. So until we meet again, goodbye. Video's over. Go. I'm sure Proton John is streaming, or Chaos uploads something that was related to visual novels. I get it. You probably want to know what I'm going to be doing in 2018. Well, I don't have much planned, actually. Well, I have a few game ideas. Well, probably for one, I could probably do Yakuza 0. I mean, that game's pretty fun. Or better yet, I could probably do some Gravity Rush. Although I have the sequel that came out last year, but yeah, I have to play this one first. Or I could just go play Stardew. I mean, Stardew is a really good indie game. I mean, everyone should play it. Why don't they? Don't know, and I probably won't never know. Or I could just do World of Final Fantasy, that one game I was planning on doing a Let's Play on with Ray, but at the same time, I didn't get around to playing this game very much. But I need to do that soon. Or I could just say fuck it and just do one of the best games ever made from 2017, which is Persona 5. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much most of the projects I kind of want to do. Or I get it, you probably want me to do a bad game. Or 3. Or just make my entire fucking series of just nothing but bad games. So I could probably do that. So yeah. Video's over. Make sure to give a like. Likes are good. Subscribe if you want to. That's fine too. Or just watch my old past videos if you want. That's also fine. Either or. Makes me happy. Somehow. But yeah. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go serve some wannabe patrons in a video game. Don't judge me.